I already warned chat that it's the usual Pro Wrestling X Gong show, so they've been well heard. But hang on, let me pull in the Skype chat here. All right.
How you feeling, Dave?
Better, man. It's fucking Dave's leg is a member of Spinal Tap, but other than that, I'm pretty good.
Nice. Can you feel the metal? Does it get cold and stuff?
I can feel it kind of clicking a little bit.
Yeah, guys. Chat. Sorry to interrupt, guys. Chat. Let us know if you can hear Cola and Dave. It's the Gong Show. Just make sure everything's working.
Yeah, I know. The knee feels all right, man. It was funny. I had my knee replacement surgery like a month ago, like today, I think, right? Like a month ago, and I go in for a checkup last week, and I'm complaining to the surgeon, going, "Man, I woke up the other night and it just hurt like a bitch. It hurt so bad." And he's feeling my leg, and he's like, going, "Uh-oh." I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean, uh-oh? What the hell?" He's like, "I'm going to send you for an ultrasound scan, okay?"
Yeah, you don't want to hear the words "uh-oh" coming out of your doctor like that.
Exactly.
Or like, "What's that?"
Oh, yeah, so he sends me for an ultrasound, right? The ultrasound technician is looking at my knee, being silent. Then calls in more technicians, then calls in her boss, and there's a crowd of like a half a dozen people around the ultrasound looking at my knee, right? I'm like, what the hell's going on? They're not supposed to tell you.
So you were like you were like the Office feature. They're like, "Oh, you guys got to see this."
Yeah, exactly. So they start asking me questions like, "How did you get here?" I'm like, "Oh, I drove here." "You drove here on your own?" I'm like, "Yeah." "And how did you get into the hospital?" "Well, I walked." "You walked on your leg?" "Yeah." Like, what the hell? Right? Then the technician's just like saying, we can't find where your patella is attached anymore. I'm like, what the hell? So sure enough, I go back to my surgeon after seeing the ultrasound, and he's like getting me to fill out getting me to sign all these release forms and shit. Right? I'm like, what the hell am I signing? He's like, "I'm operating on you." Like, you go, "You are?" You go, "Yeah, I'm operating on you again, like right now." I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta go." I'm like, "I gotta go, tell my wife and return the car." And he's like, "There's no time. I'm booking you in, like, right now. If we don't do this right away, we won't be able to reattach it." I'm like, what the fuck?
You got like Kevin Nash legs. That is just
insane. So they end up booking me back in. I go through the whole stupid damn procedure again with getting freaking paralyzed from the waist down. I hate that feeling. And they cut me open, and they tie my patella tendon back onto my leg where it's supposed to be, and nail it down.
Thanks for posting that really awesome video on Facebook too. That was a really great thing to wake up to on whatever morning that was, and it was like, Jesus Christ, there's like an exposed knee. That's gross.
I'm so glad I can't fire myself because
dude, Irish whip, baby. I don't know what I can do with him at this point. Can I just punch him? I guess I can. If I time it right, I can do the drop kick.
Yeah, we got the Irish Whip. By the way, the Irish Whip looks tight.
This looks
Did you check it out in game?
Yeah, I got broadcasting right now.
Oh, shit. Let me, I gotta find the stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm not looking at the stream either, man.
Yeah, Robert the man. We gotta send good wishes to Robert. The man is under the weather tonight, but he hooked us up again.
Nah, poor Robert's not feeling too good, man. Fighting a cold.
It's that time of the season, I guess.
Well, yeah, he's getting the same weather that we are, and it sucks. All right, let's see if I can time this to where I can do the drop kick. Oh, that is a perfectly timed drop kick. Look at that. I'm sorry.
I love listening to you just mark out. Like, that's my favorite part.
Okay, let's see if I can run as well. All right, let me see if I can try to run at the same time with him. Okay, so he's got a limited amount. Like he does, like he'll go like 2 bounces, and he's like had enough of that, and just like normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit, dude, that Irish Whip works like smoother than I was expecting it to. I was like, I hope this works.
Dude, it looks nice. Like I said,
dude, keep doing it.
I'm trying. Yeah. Let me see. I want to see if I can do it. I probably can't do it. Can I do it vertically? Oh, I can do it vertically. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't. He can only run side to side.
What? No. I swear I have Irish Whips.
Okay, remember who you're dealing with here, too. I'm able to successfully get him into the corner. There's no... he doesn't snap to the corner, of course. Okay, let's try that. Oh, he totally does work vertically. Look at... Okay, vertically. I mean, like, up and down, you know, front to back. Look at that. I must have been, like, Irish whipping him into myself or something.
I'd like to know how he's targeting the corners and the ropes, these Irish whips, because I've never seen
well,
it
I
that,
mean,
work that well.
it's all dependent on what direction you're going.
Yeah.
Double close. Oh, that grasshopper drop kick.
Oh! Wait till you see this move. Oh, I just running drop kick with the blood. He did the full. Yeah.
Damn, you should have been frapsing this sucker.
Well, we got it.
I made all
Nice.
that.
Capturing it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my God! The drop kick with the blood. That is beautiful.
I want to see if I can try to like do like a running. Yeah, I was trying to, because it's really cool when you like send him in one direction and then bounce off the ropes in the other one. Scared-alicious. The Irish whip works a lot like No Mercy. You hit the grapple first, and then you hit the run button, which is Y on an Xbox 360 controller, while you're pushing a direction that you want to throw him into. So here, let me grapple him here really quick. Oops, only helps if you hit the grapple button. Not the
That environment blocking Robert did looks pretty good too. I gotta say, I'll definitely have him send me the geo just so I can salvage what I can, and like the layout of it looks really nice.
Yeah, where did he pull that from? I
Depth
have no
of it's
idea if
good.
that was an old. Like, where did he get that?
I think he just built it.
Well,
You know,
that's
he's
good.
got some 3D skills.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so
It's got an old
here's the acid test. Oh, I got to see if I can try to. The next test is to see if I can do that moonsault that he was talking about. I got to see if I can. pull
Oh
this.
yeah,
You got to run towards the ropes and then hit grapple.
Okay.
I think. Damn, I hope I did it right.
Alright, so let me see if I can.
I gotta say with the camera angle too, I kind of like this, even though it's pulled back. I think now that there's stage back there, I think it's feeling a lot better.
Yeah, it fills it out. The characters are still more or less centered on the screen, right? So that's
Yeah, and it just gives you a little more spatial awareness.
Yeah.
You know, to have something back there to know. Yeah,
Well,
whether
I said
you're.
that's kind of it's a Madison Square Garden kind of a layout. They always came out towards the hard camera, which is a bit of, like I said, that's unique. Oh! Wait till you see this one I just pulled off. I sent him into the ropes, running, and then did the opposite with the little moonsault trick. Okay, I got to try that again. That was too cool.
no way you pulled that off.
I
Dude.
know, right? It's not perfect. It was not perfect, but I'm going to get the timing of this just right.
You got it though.
You nailed them. Too funny.
It's not bad.
Okay,
I
so
bet if I made
this-
just a little hopping animation, that you could totally use that.
It happens so fast, you don't notice that hopping's not there. Well, I mean, if you're looking for it, you notice it, but...
Well, that's
Yeah,
if you do
if
like
you're
the the super
Scrutinizing
slow-mo.
it. Yeah. For now though, it's an awesome little bonus Robert put in there.
Okay, so let's see if I can do this.
Well, it definitely gives me, it gives me, like, it gives me hope that we're going to be able to recycle flying animations to almost any part. From
not-
anywhere to anywhere, you know? That's good.
It's not. I said it's
Yeah.
not bad. I gotta work on the exact timing of that because that's fun. You kind of have to.
Well, what Robert has done is, oh, you know what? Actually, because I cut it up, I cut the animation up so like it's a 3-parter, right? The first part is he goes from the
and
like,
it works to a downed opponent too. Sorry, more
the
marking.
top. He goes from like squatting on the top there in idle to the spinning, and then the second part of the animation kicks in as soon as he leaves. So, like as soon as he
Yeah.
starts jumping off and springing off. So I guess that's what he's doing, is he's just sort of just translating the character. Wow, that looked good when you ran upwards.
I was gonna say. I
Jesus.
just okay.
When you ran to the top of the
Yeah,
screen,
I was
and,
just
like,
gonna say.
you know,
I
it looked
normally
good,
do,
like right off the second rope. It looked like you targeted the second rope perfectly.
Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Feature. Robert just made a feature.
I went and made this big Steam video. And now I want to recut all the gameplay footage with this new build.
Yeah, dude.
That's great though. When
Okay.
you know when every build makes the previous version of the game completely obsolete, that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah. This is huge, yeah. Man, Robert killed it, gotta say.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can try to time it. Okay, you can't do it into the corner. I was hoping that would have been pretty wicked. Okay, so let's throw him that way.
Like leaping off the corner?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It's hard to get the timing trying to do it side by side. You do that little, you know, it's not a clean thing, but like I said, if you really, I think if I grappled him, like I think it's, so I'm trying to figure out like where the hop point is. Like if I started there, okay.
Mm.
Did you try just like running immediately?
Oh! Oh! Okay, watch that one.
I got to make a compilation audio file of all of Eric's pops.
I'm sorry, that one was a good one. Wait till you see it. It was a good one.
Yeah, that one was good, man.
Boom!
That one was it.
That was
Yeah,
quick.
I nailed it.
That's. I'm sorry. Am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to just have this much fun here tonight?
You are. Except, you know what? Robert has painted himself into a corner a bit, you know, because now,
Oh, he's fucked.
now we've got to.
Now he's got it.
We've got to
He's
give.
delivering every time.
Yeah, we've got to give him the climbing animation so we can do this moonsault off of all that stage equipment.
Oh yeah.
I don't
off
think
the
it'll be a
cave
problem,
wall.
man.
Someone's asking in chat if the entrance can be modded. This actual build right now, I don't think we have access to the files here. But yeah, in the future, we want to be able to let everybody, God, almost create their own stage sets if they can. We don't know how feasible it's going to be early on because we have to be careful about how we organize the art assets with what's open and what isn't, so we don't wreck the game, you know. But yeah, we want people to be able to play around with stuff as much as they can, man. You should be able to swap out any textures, any of the images
Oh,
hanging
I'm doing
on
old
the
school wrestling right
stage or
now.
anything.
They're doing the perpendicular, bouncing off the ropes.
Oh, God.
It's
You must
old
have the
school.
difficulty. Is
It's
there
the
an
old
easy
cool
difficulty here? Because there's some AI going on.
Yeah, I think he's got it set on basic, eh?
Oh yeah, oh,
'Cause
that
it's
is,
like
that,
you
you,
go,
you might as well rename this AI mode after me.
Hard, medium, easy, Eric.
Eric, that. Yeah, shut up.
Oh man, that is so going in.
Yeah.
I should have gave you all the signs that I had made, Eric. That would have been
Dude,
good.
that would have been really funny. That screenshot that you sent me earlier today was really funny. I ought to
Yeah.
pull that up so that everybody can. There's only one person on the planet that's going to understand that joke, but
Yeah.
Roscoe. We'll see if Roscoe is in chat tonight. If he is,
Ooh. Sax Dude is saying he wishes Y on the 360 controller wasn't to run, and that's why we want to add controller mapping to the options as soon as we can. So
yeah,
you can change
that requires a little bit more heavy lifting than you guys think it would, and I certainly thought, oh, that's easy, but it's not.
Yeah,
so we're getting there.
It breaks stuff for the Mac build and everything we're trying to get up. Oh, I gotta take this call. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
Dave's cool, and he gets like BlackBerry texts. Oh, apparently that moonsault does have a limited range. Are you animating tonight, Cola?
Yeah, man, I started to animate, but then I've just been watching you play the game, honestly, the whole time.
Okay.
I haven't
Well, no,
even
that's
done
good.
anything.
Because I was gonna kind of play this for a little while, then we can kind of go,
Dude,
small
keep going,
picture,
yeah.
and then, well, because people like seeing your stuff too, and people get tired of looking at me doing brain busters. But all right, let's see if I can do this.
That's okay. No, I'm troubleshooting some things here first, actually.
Okay, so he does have a limited range. I'm gonna try to see if I can like. All right, let's try this. All right. Just gonna see
Yeah,
if I
so
try
can
to-
you have you really hit it, like put him in the middle of the ring and then hit it when he's on the ground?
Yeah, it totally works. It totally works.
Okay.
You've got a limited range. I will occasionally Irish whip into myself. I just did it on this one.
Yeah.
but it's
Well,
I
yeah,
can't see if I
uh,
can't see if it's just because of the direction that I'm pointing in.
It could be. The way I animated it is actually the run begins before the throw ends because
makes
it
sense.
just started. Yeah, just because I had to like sync up the feed and stuff, so that animation of him kind of like slapping the back as he runs
Yeah, yeah.
at the very end, that last part of it, he's already in the run cycle when that happens. So I think it's sometimes getting in the way, and I'm not sure why that happens sometimes and not others. Oh, nice moonsault there. But I don't know. Maybe I need to redo it, or maybe I need to.
doesn't- like
It
I
could
said,
be
it
the
doesn't
collision is
feel-
pushing him into. Like if you start an Irish Rip too close to the ropes or something, and the ropes push him slightly into you a little bit, and then it gets, they kind of collide. So
Yeah.
maybe I have to.
Well, you'll get it. All right. Oh, okay.
I tell you one thing, man. With these running attacks now and the springboard attack, the ring doesn't feel too big anymore.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I think. Yeah, it helps a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And then the pulled back, seeing the arena is like helps the scale of everything. I think.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, people in
what's
chat are
funny is
digging the
you
stage.
can like I said, you could even do. I think what is that? AJ's got that one move where he does the moonsault and he kind of grabs him into the inverted DDT.
Yeah.
That might be something you could even do.
Oh
too.
yeah, that would take some.
You'd have to land it. You'd have to land it and trigger the second part of the defender's animation.
Yeah, it is.
halfway
These
through
are more
the
just.
attack.
It just reminds me when you're running parallel like that, you could actually like. Okay, it's like okay, you know what? If you. All right, let's
Yeah.
switch grapple here.
Mhm.
Same as a double clothesline if you're running towards each other and lined up just right, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
SmackDown,
ouch.
that kind of stuff. Like some of their strikes in that game, in the SmackDown versus Raw era, would be they wouldn't just hit the guy, he falls over. It would like if you connect, the two have like a special animation of
Yeah.
like the interaction of that hit. It was like specific to that move.
Yeah.
It was essentially a grapple.
Yeah, exactly, right? Whoa!
That was a good one. That one you just saw.
Yeah.
Can you run? I'm trying to see if you can run. You can't run over the guy. Like if he's laying prone, you have to kind of.
Can we see Eric? Can you see if the I just want to like put him in a few positions and then do the top rope moonsault and just see how the targeting is working?
Oh,
Because I hadn't had a look at that.
Yeah, because he switched the targeting to target while he
Yeah,
was
that
in
was
idle,
something
right?
Robert
Yeah.
had updated. Yeah.
Someone's asking if it's possible to remove the apron, like an indie ring. That's the way we used to have it, right? Isn't that still possible, technically?
For sure, I would think so.
Yeah. Because you have it modeled that way, where if that apron wasn't there, you could see all the rigging.
Yeah,
underneath
yeah,
it.
it's designed to hold up as a bare ring. essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would. I guess we'd have to dig into the options and see if it's still an option to remove that stuff. But I'm sure it is.
Boom.
Oh God. Okay. That was a severely under-rotated moonsault, but it's still connected. That looked like a botch. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
this
done.
isn't work,
Okay.
dude.
Oh, much better. I didn't overshoot him. Okay, let me try that again from. Okay,
Lovely.
You do want to be able to miss because
all right, this is well.
Once
I've
he
got him. As,
starts
I've got him
jumping-
as
oh, that was-
close into the corner as I've got here. Let's see if I can get even.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it looks like I have got him. I can't even get to the top rope from there. Okay, let's try pulling a little bit more.
Video Game Wrap-Up is asking if that's a template for the stage or if we built it all ourselves. Actually, our programmer Robert put that together. He's not here to answer for himself, so I'll just say that he stole it. No, I don't know. I have no idea, actually.
I'm pretty sure he built it.
Yeah, it looks like he built it, man. It looks like some assets for scaffolding or something that he put together there. Who knows?
Yeah,
Okay, this one.
that's cool. Yeah, it's great that he's taking the initiative to do that.
Can't wait till we
Oh,
can
look
get
at
out
that!
of it. now.
Okay, that is tight. He's nailed it. I've got him pretty darn close, and it's looking much better. Even if when he's in close, he's still landing.
I keep forgetting that we have back grapple moves too, and I always pop when I see them. They look so good.
All right, so I'm gonna try to. Pull
Oh yeah, you're right, man. That looks good in close. Good. Can't wait till we can walk out of the ring now onto that ramp.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just like in Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 had it set up exactly like this, where the ramp was elevated level with the ring, so you could walk on it. Yeah.
For games, I really prefer that ramp because it just gives you like more to interact with. It's
Yeah.
more interesting than a flat plane there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's going to screenshot mode. You know it.
Boom. Yeah, you're nailing these moonsaults now, Eric.
Eric's a moonsault machine. He needs a
This guy's
t-shirt.
in danger, so he's behaving.
That's right. And he's stupid. he is in full blown. Oh, look
Basic.
at that.
He's a basic bro. AI's basic, bro.
He's asking, and he's hoping someone in chat is hoping that the stage can be destroyed, and there's no reason why you couldn't actually have the stage.
yeah, sure.
Scaffolding physics and that, and knocking crap over. And
You'll
Irish
see it when
whipping
I
people
just
through
do the
stuff.
when I do the screenshot mode. How the adjustments
watching
happening
that.
in on the fly.
Oh,
This, there's a little bit of
Nice.
collision, like a little bit of clipping, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
You
I
can see
think
the correction.
You just
yeah.
have to refine the target a little bit, like where he's aiming to on the body. But I don't know. Rubber and I need to just touch base and
That
figure
is an AJ Styles running drop kick if I have ever seen one. I'm sorry, just ignore me.
Oh, the
Yeah, I timed it
oh
perfectly.
whip. Okay. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, that's it, dude.
Boom!
Kick that right in the mush.
Well, you didn't taunt on the way up.
I haven't seen a nut shot yet, Eric. What's going on?
Yep, and it hasn't knocked me down. the AI was in. It was in a different. See, that's what I really want to be able to do. Okay, let's see that. Okay, I'm going to taunt. What's my taunt? What's the taunt button? I forget.
And then you push down on the left analog, I thought. Or I'm
Left or
wrong.
right? That was right.
Could be
Yeah, I
right.
didn't do anything that I want to hit the right one. Let's try it. Let's try this again. All right, let me do that first. Now let me. Okay.
My favorite part is when I don't realize Robert has added something and I pull it off while I'm playing, like Irish Whip. I didn't know it was in there, and all of a sudden I see it while I'm testing the game this afternoon.
Yeah, I
That's fun.
do not appear to have a taunt. Unless I'm doing something wrong.
It may. Did we set it to X temporarily? Is it still on
I
X?
tried and
I-
it's not. The X is not working for me.
No, I should have been clicking down the analog sticks, one or the other. I was taunting today.
X is not working. Oh, there we go. Was it? Oh, I think you actually have to. In my controller, you have to push the analog stick, treat it
Yeah.
like a button.
Yeah, yeah, that's
okay.
right. Yeah,
I just
click
thought
it
I'm
down.
thinking like No Mercy.
Oh, yeah, we tried to have it work like No Mercy, where you could just wiggle the analog stick, but it was causing way too much confusion. WPGN, are you going to have
the other
network
thing,
play?
I have gone.
We plan on it, but
Okay, I found a new
we
bug.
plan on having online multiplayer, but we don't have any promises for online multiplayer. Frankly, what was that taunt targeting? That was funny.
We have a new bug.
Yeah,
When
the
I
taunt
did
rotates
the
with the running
taunt,
opponent. I just saw that. You just broke the game, Eric.
no, well, I mean, I see what I was doing. Because I forgot that the camera zooms when you do the taunt.
Really? That's what happened, eh? Oh, that's
Okay,
interesting.
let me turn off the camera cuts.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would happen with camera cuts. Yeah.
We'll try it. Okay, let's pick them back up. There's a lot of moving parts of what I'm trying to do here. All right, let's see. Poor Tyrador, he's a mess right now. All right, let's do this. Let's
Used to be our
taunt.
poster boy, now we just beat him up.
Okay, it's not enough. All right, I gotta think about that. All right, let's pick you back up. Grapple, switch him over. I love the switch over. That part is absolutely astounding.
Yeah.
He's doing a little taunt. Yeah, there's not enough time because he's running back to you too quickly.
Yeah, online multiplayer that they're asking about in chat. We haven't even looked at it yet, and frankly, in my experience, which is limited, It's almost like building a second game on top of the one you already built. Although, with the game engine that we're using these days, I know they've idiot-proofed a lot of stuff, and online multiplayer is supposedly one of them, but I'll have to see it to believe it, you know?
Well, even if they said, if the Steambox type of thing starts taking off and local multiplayer starts becoming more of a thing, I think that's going to be where the action is, where it's just lag-free, you know.
Well, we should just get Robert's opinion on it. He'd know better than any of us.
Yeah.
Well, because we've heard from almost day one that, like, oh, God, you want no part of online multiplayer for wrestling games. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, our thing was, though, day one was like 12 years ago, right?
Well,
So
no,
these days-
that's you know, that's respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the
What-
taunt and the timing doesn't work, but that's okay.
Ooh, you missed.
Let's do this.
Nice.
Come over.
Some more questions in chat. When are we going to see Steam Workshop integration? I think we're probably going to look at Steam Workshop integration once
About
once
10
we're
years?
probably well past 1.0 and the Create a Wrestler and the Ring Editor has all the depth we want, so that you can actually start creating some real assets with it.
We
You know?
just need the proper template for it.
Yeah.
Once we have all of our parts, you know, that we can lock in like specific areas. Okay, you know, we have the boots, knees, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. Once that's locked in, then we can start to like just, you know, actually offer, you know, a proper workflow to somebody, right? Like, because right now we may change, you know,
Yeah.
how we're doing everything, how it's organized, and so there's a lot of potential rework for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You never know what we're going to break before then.
Yeah.
We have so many bugs to hit before then.
I gotta say, the last few builds going on almost a couple months now, have been some of the most bug and glitch free builds we've ever
I
had.
said this is anything that I'm seeing is so minor, and like I said, he's fixing the stuff.
No, Robert's doing good. Most of these bugs are mine. Like the snapping, I could go in and I don't know. There's some anime. There's a little bit of both of us, but there's
Well, that's the nature of the beast.
They're- yeah.
Always going back to screenshot mode. Where's my camera at?
Yeah, Joe on chat's talking about multiplayer being essential, and that's what made Revenge so much fun. And as far as local multiplayer, that's going to be a no-brainer for us. Absolutely, local multiplayer, people on the same machine, not a problem. In fact, I think we can already do it to some degree, but technically at least, you know. But it's going to be the online multiplayer that's going to be a beast, if and when.
It's gonna be a bitch, but I think it's unavoidable. I think we have to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it just makes the game more fun. I mean, this is, you know.
Oh yeah.
That was the key to why I like playing these games, is because I used to play with my brother all the time. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! It's gonna hurt. Oh, look at that! That is nailed. Oh, see, screenshot mode is so much fun. I could spend the
right?
entire Twitch broadcast just taking screenshots.
And like, not to mark out on the animations, but sometimes it's beautiful just to watch these things. in
That is
slow-mo.
exactly
It's
why
like-
I have such a good time, because you can see the detail.
I know, right?
Damn, Eric, you really nailed that moonsault. You hit it like there was no clipping on that one for some
Yeah,
reason.
I think it's only in certain positions when he's like, if he's like
Rotated.
yeah, I was just gonna say, if he's diagonal or perpendicular to the ropes, I think it makes a big difference.
And I think if he's at range too, like
Mm-hmm.
then your legs clip with him, but it still hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that is the nut shot. Sorry. Isn't it fun listening to like the random thoughts of like a 12-year-old as he plays these games? Oh my god.
I'd be worried if, you know, Us developers were sitting here playing our game, hating it and being bored to death, waiting for this Twitch to be over. You know, it's
Right,
actually
so
fun
that was
being in
super
here watching
close.
this
Let's see what
stuff.
happens here. No, the targeting looks fantastic. I just did one where he's like pretty much right below the ring, and
Nice.
he nailed it.
Alex, what do we tell people asking about Grimhold?
Oh, where is he at right now?
Yeah, when people are asking when they're going to play as him.
Oh, like a timeline?
Yeah, like you want to give him some of his personality. Eh? You want to give him some.
Yeah, he should have his animations, but
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean,
I
it's
think-
still worth testing. We need to make sure the blend shapes are working.
Yeah,
Otherwise, his body type won't show up.
yeah.
So I just need to work with Robert to get that going, which is something we've had going before, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
Awesome. Someone's asking how the cage is looking progress-wise. I think you're done the cage, eh?
There's still some optimization I really need to do before I can unleash it. But there are cages that are ready to go.
That's awesome, man.
I
Yeah,
was having
optimize-
fun. Not to totally
Actually-
change the subject, but I said I was watching all the old NWA footage that WWE Network just posted online, and I just got done like watching like Starcade and from like 1985, and it's fun looking at their cage, how different it is. Like it is a straight cage, and they've got like clipped chain link at the top, so it's almost like a razor surface up at the top, where it's like this rough
Shit.
edge all the way across. It's pretty brutal.
God.
I said they weren't messing around, although it's a tiny cage. I mean, it's 8 feet tall at the most. So,
That's funny.
all right. So who was that last time? That was
Hey, Alex, I got a funny story for you. You know, you're talking optimizing the cage, right? When we did that Uprising game a few years ago,
Yeah.
the artists who did the level, they weren't experienced game artists, right? They came out of the local, 3D art school or whatever, right?
Okay.
So we were putting all the art assets into the Hammerlock, and we couldn't figure out why performance sucked so bad and frame rate was so bad until the programmer took a look and realized that when the game was rendering the fluorescent lights that were hanging from the ceiling, the artist had modeled the most high-res fluorescent light tubes you had ever seen. There were something like 1,500 polys. He even modeled the two little pins that you use in fluorescent light tubes to snap into the fixture.
Wow.
And he modeled all of that, and the engine was trying to render it all. It's
Oh my
ridiculous.
god.
I know, right?
And you'll never ever see it in the game.
Yeah, you'll never see it in the game, but the engine's trying to render. Yeah, it's fucking the pins on the light tubes. Jesus.
I don't remember that. When was that?
That was the build of Uprising that we released. We ended up changing the light fixtures because they were some ridiculous.
I don't think
freaking-
I ever heard that story. That's too funny.
Some stuff was too painful for me to share at the time.
All right.
But now it's not so embarrassing.
Now I can laugh about it.
now we can do behind the music.
God. Well, when I look at what you're playing now, if you would have told me a year ago that Pro Wrestling X would actually be at this point, I wouldn't have believed you.
Gee, no way. No way.
There's so much going on here, and unless you followed the game and actually watched it incrementally, come along, it's hard to appreciate how much work and progress is in this build of this little wrestling game. Someone might stumble on this game and their initial impression might be, wow, it's really small and there's hardly anything here, but you don't realize how much really is there to make this function even at this level. I can see why wrestling games take 100 guys 2 years to make.
Well, like I said, I'm having a blast here tonight. And I think if we started doing, like I said, local multiplayer and stuff, I think that that kind of thing would just really enhance it.
Plus, too, not only that, we're going to find a hell of a lot more bugs and glitches once it's actually two human people playing each other, doing things that humans
because the AI doesn't complain when you're cheesing it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas if I'm just greasing Eric, he's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, and the AI is not button mashing either, So, exactly. Someone suggested they'd like to see the action happening up on the Minitron there too. I actually wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's totally doable. That's like a
That's a performance killer, though, isn't it?
sure. Yeah, we may have to limit that to say one-on-one.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
contests,
up in the monitor, like a video broadcast,
Yeah.
like a Titantron?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's try that again.
Pardon me.
Because we've totally done that in past projects. Like my student project, we did that in Unity. You could make a cam, like a totally separate camera. It doesn't have to be the gameplay camera. It could be any camera, and you can just like render it on anything, basically, on a plane or whatever.
That's awesome. Someone saying in chat, been following you since day one of this project over 10 years ago, and let me tell you, you guys are doing a great job. Much respect to the team. Thank you. Well, that's actually...
Video game wrap-up. I wonder, I'm trying to remember who that belongs to. Like, I don't remember if he's got any other aliases that he used over the years. Because I don't remember that
I'd probably recognize it. So a lot of the original gangsters, man, I remember. Back on Little Cube's forums back in the day.
Hey guys, I actually got to run here.
Alright.
So, you guys are still in the call, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just mute my mic.
Alright, man. Well, thanks for hopping in, Alex.
Yeah, it was good. It was awesome checking out the build.
Yeah, it is awesome, man. We'll catch you later, bud. Thanks
Cool.
for everything. Thanks for the animations that are in the freaking build.
Oh,
No
before
problem.
you take off, Alex, check out this next drop kick I'm about to hit. I totally got the timing down. Where like he scoots out of the way, lets the guy run by him. Oh, okay. I try to do it again.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice work.
And what he needs like to be able to lay down. Like and have him run over them. Like the old school, the old school spot. Like the AJ spot.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Like I said, this
Nice.
is a blast. This looks so good tonight, guys.
Cool. Okay, yeah, like I said, I gotta go. Awesome
Alright, man.
stuff.
Cheers, bud. Thanks.
Later.
The Latin Groove Radio Show. I've been on the Latin Groove Radio Show with Louis.
Oh, that's
remember you
right.
guys.
He's popped in here as the Latin Groove Radio Show, if I remember. Yeah, boy, is that thing still going on? If
Oh,
it
yeah.
is, I mean that's awesome. If that's still cooking, he's been around as long as we have.
Oh, I know, man. Oh, my God. The drop kick with the blood is just the best.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you what.
The young one in chat, I don't know if you guys know the game DayZ, but Pro Wrestling X has made so much more progress with a smaller team than the devs of DayZ. But that DayZ game is kind of controversial. Didn't somebody pretty much...
DayZ. I don't know if I
but
recognize.
Yeah, if I'm thinking of the right game, it's one that went on early access on Steam and became controversial for being fairly unfinished open world zombie game that they never updated.
Oh,
But I could be thinking of
I do.
yeah, yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Man, this is
completely
awesome.
losing my shit over this build. It's all natural, guys. This is the first time I've played this, so I'm not. You have my word. I am not like marking out deliberately for the camera or anything like that, or for Twitch tonight. This is all legit.
I'm gonna watch
reaction. What's that?
I'm going to watch the replay of this Twitch just to hear all the popping, man. It's been good.
It cracks me up, man. I said I'm having fun. It's been a tough week. I'm tired. I got a lot of stresses and a lot of aggravation, and the holidays. And how was your Thanksgiving? Of course, you don't. You're Canadian. You know. You can
Yeah, we
watch-
do it a few weeks out from you guys, man.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
it was good, man.
I said, chat. Let us know how your Thanksgiving was. If you had traveled or anything like that. I was supposed to travel, but ended up bailing on that because we were planning on going over to Washington D.C. To visit my girlfriend's sister, but they got swamped. They were in like graduate school and tough jobs and all that kind of stuff. So we decided to just kind of hang out here. So it ended up being perfect.
Oh, that's cool. I think I'm going to be traveling for Christmas. I'm going to be driving back to Saskatchewan to see the family for a few days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking off for Florida on. Christ, that's the God next Thursday is when I take off.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's we celebrate Christmas early. Because we got my family's like all over the place, all over the country, and it's kind of obnoxious. But
I couldn't handle your travel at Christmas
we all
time.
convene. We all convene in Florida. We've done that the last couple of years. So, like, my Christmas is done by like December 12th, and you can just relax the rest of the holiday.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? What a great way to do it.
It's awesome. That nut shot never gets old, man.
Nope. I'm trying to get it like screenshot mode, but I've apparently knocked him down too much.
Question in chat: once we add another character, or are we going to add in triple threat matches at the same time?
God, I hope
I'd like
so.
to. Yeah, I'd like to. You know, I haven't thought
One
through
thing
the
we've
design.
never really tried is like an experiment with a whole bunch of people in the
Oh, I know. Eh?
in the ring, even just
Like
as
the
like an
game-
experiment to like put like 15 Tyradors in there just to see how the engine handles it.
I was going to say, man, the engine is running really well considering what's being thrown in it with the animated crowd and the signs and the stage, the cameras, everything. You know, like it hasn't really been bogged down yet.
No,
I
I'm
think it's
still
good.
smooth. I'm still. This still works. All right, I gotta start stepping up my game here. The computer's kicking my butt. I was trying to set up so I could do the nut shot, but oh, we're gonna do a little screenshot mode because this is my favorite part. Zoom, and you're gonna get to see. Oh, bring it. Oh no, I didn't hit the button apparently. All right, sorry. Sorry, I'm being a dork.
Question in chat: any weapons to expect? I know we've modeled some weapons, but they haven't gone in yet. We have to do animations for the character picking up and holding and swinging a weapon before we can put it in. Otherwise,
Yeah, it's all
gonna
those
be
things you don't think about when you're just kind of cruising along.
Yeah.
All right, time to polish this sumbitch off here. Slap on a little dragon sleeper action. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to do a little screenshot action of me. That's a little too close. That's a little too much crotch. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy. Look at that. That is a screenshot.
That was good.
Right there.
Young one is asking about tag matches, thinking they're going to be a bit farther off in the future. Yeah, they would be, because when I add tag matches, I want to do, like, to me, what makes tags matches awesome are the tag teams and their entrances and things like that. Like, I'm not usually too much into stuff like entrances, especially for single matches and that, but when you talk about tag teams, man, I want to see my tag
Well,
teams.
I tell you the thing that I really want. Like I said, for me, my dream setup is 2-player cooperative, taking on the computer and just beating the hell out of computer guys with another person. That is my enjoyment for wrestling games. I do not enjoy like playing against people. I like playing with people and just like seeing all the crazy spots that you can set up. You know, putting guys through tables. You know, all right, I'll lay them down on the table. You come off the ladder and crash through the table. Like that's where my enjoyment for wrestling games is. That's what it's all about for me.
Exactly, same here, man. That's when tag team stuff will be fun.
Yep.
Or even like a mode with a manager. I'd even like to play,
Absolutely.
not necessarily as a tag team, but I'd love to play as someone's manager where I have to distract the ref or, you know, grab the opponent's ankle as he runs
Has there
by
been
the
a
ropes
game
or
that you can
something.
do that?
Well, you can technically do that in No Mercy. It's not a mode in itself.
Right. I mean, you can always kind of trip guys and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
Yeah, this is good times. This is good times.
RP Coltrane wants to know who's going to be the inaugural champion.
Oh, RP Coltrane's in chat. Okay, hang on. We have to
Yeah.
do a little pause here. I'm going to show him what you sent. Although I think I might need you to send me that again because I think I closed out the window. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm not sure I have the...
Sorry, stand by, chat.
I still see it in my chat window with you.
All right, hang on. Let me try to see if I can pop this up. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Add window capture. Window capture 3. This must be it right here. Let's try that. Oh, he's never going to be able to see that, but
Oh, you guys are still here. Cool.
yeah. Sorry, we're RP Coltrane. Check this one out, brother. This one's for you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not on your in your stream or not, but he's one of like 3 people in the world that are going to get that joke. And I'll fill in. We are at a Ring of Honor show. In fact, I think all the Kalamazoo replays have now been on Ring of Honor. And we sat. There's this guy, this drunk guy behind us, that like heels, faces didn't matter. He had this sign that said, "Tell your mom to stop calling me." This is just an incredibly stupid wrestling sign. It's like the worst sign of all time. And yet, this guy thought this was the funniest thing of all time. And he would show it to every single wrestler that would come out. It was so stupid. And everybody by the end of the end of the chat wanted to just kill this guy. But it's like, oh my God! Now it's so annoying that it's like I have to have that in place. So. RP's like, I wanted to punch that dude in the nutsack. Yep, that is exactly the reaction that it got, without a doubt. But yeah, that just cracked me up. So I figured I had to show that one off. That one was pretty funny. I'll just in fact, I'll just leave that as a background while I'm playing right now. All right, back to our normal match here.
That's all good, man. I'm going to have to call her a night here myself here in a little
I was
bit.
going to say, we're at like 47 minutes. We can go, and wrap up here in a few minutes. People have seen what they want to see.
Yeah.
And
Another
they've
question
gotten
in
enough
chat.
work out of me.
Question, Chad, if we're planning on making a GM mode. I don't plan on it, actually. Not anytime soon. There's so much work to be done just getting getting the action right that I can't imagine.
Well, it's one of those never say never, but God, there's probably a million things in front of it.
Yeah, exactly. It would be a miracle if we get that far, which, stranger things have happened.
We've talked about doing like a comic book style sort of career mode too.
Yeah. where the cut scenes are more static illustrations and text bubbles.
Oh, wait till you see this little botch spot that I just came up with. I tried to do a run into the corner, and he did it, but boy, that looked messy.
Ah, whoa!
I have to watch that one again
Jesus.
on replay.
What happened there?
That was just I don't know,
God,
but it
like-
looked awesome. I got to see if I can try to do that again.
It looked like he nutsacked himself on the way up, and then...
Yeah, what you can do is if you don't run directly into the corner... let me try that again and see if I can do it on purpose. Oh, that is wild. Okay, now I at least figured out how to do it. If you try to run into the corner, he'll spring off the opposite corner. It looks pretty wild, actually.
Yeah.
It's like
It
not
looks like a
physically
corner springboard.
possible, and it's got a Spider-Man quality to it, but it looks sweet.
That's funny. You're essentially almost doing a corner springboard move, unintentionally, yeah.
Ooh, I have successfully ran and grabbed him into the Dragon Sleeper. Wait till you see that one. I was holding down A, trying to get a quick moonsault off the ropes, but you've apparently got to have a little bit of time. Okay, that one I nailed.
Oh, that's cool.
So I literally, I ran up to him and put him in a sleeper hold.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments from an indie show I saw. This guy, and his gimmick was being an old school wrestler. He wore a T-shirt that said "Headlocks are hardcore," right? And he went to the top rope, which is something he didn't do. It wasn't his style, right? He goes to the top rope, does the big taunt, and then leaps down onto his standing opponent into a headlock. The top rope headlock.
You'll see that every once in a while. I can't remember who does the gimmick. There is a guy that does that on the indie circuit. Like he'll do this whole kind of a thing and do this big build up with the running and all that stuff, and they'll kind of do like an eye poke. It's pretty great. What's pin? Is it X?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I guess I wasn't right in the position. 2, 3. All right, excellent. Oh, that was fun tonight, guys. Yeah, you guys ready to wrap?
I'm ready to wrap. So basically now, with all the mechanics that we have working in the game, including the top rope move and the targeting and everything moving, I think we've pretty much proven that there's nothing we can't do.
As I say, it's looking tight. It's looking tight.
Like, lock us in a room for a year full time, and we could deliver something pretty impressive.
Well, we'll get there someday, hopefully. It said,
proud of this.
Yeah, the most difficult stuff is not gameplay related anymore. It's like you said, it's like matchmaking, online matchmaking stuff.
Well, so we know we kind of got work to do, cleaning up the interface and some of that kind of stuff, make it a little bit easier to understand what the hell's going on. But like I said, when you're in game, this feels really good. We're gonna keep grinding away. We're gonna have to kind of polish a couple of things off, but hopefully we'll be able to get. We've kind of been talking about different timing for like what the next build and what the next update's going to be, but we'll hopefully get you guys this little springboard thing here pretty soon. This is pretty fun. This is definitely something that makes the game awesome. So yeah, Joe. So to answer your question, we're gonna kind of fix any little lingering bugs on this, and we'll kind of figure out what the next update when we're gonna send this bad boy out. But like I said, it feels pretty tight. We probably could ship this, this next update anytime soon.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Thanks for hanging out as always, chat folks. Thanks for your support. We had kind of a nice little sale for Black Friday, and appreciate you guys passing the word along to all your friends. We had some good action on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So thanks a lot. That really helps out a ton for all of us trying to.
Yeah, it did, man. We kind of laid low a little bit here, and we didn't really we didn't go too crazy pimping the sale on Steam. It's our first time experimenting with a Steam sale and getting involved with one. We had no idea what to expect, so we kind of wanted to lay low and just see what was going to happen. And we're going to prepare. The next time Steam does an event like that, we'd like to have our Steam page all updated with new video and screenshots and that, so when people come to the Steam page, they actually see something that represents the game in its current state. Because, the video on the Steam page right now is for the launch build. Which
that's a year old.
It's not even recognizable anymore, right? So yeah, thank you everybody, man, for hopping by the Twitch broadcast to see what we've got cooking here. It seems like we've got a pretty good regular crew coming in almost every week.
Yep. So we'll get a few newbies every week. So just as a reminder, ProWrestlingX.com, Facebook.com/ProWrestlingX, Twitter, we're ProWrestlingX. Subscribe to Twitch. We got a YouTube channel floating around here somewhere, and I can never remember the hell that address.
Once we actually get this game to the 1.0 state we talk about pretty soon, I'm probably actually going to cave into Facebook's demands and actually pay them a few Canadian dollars to notify everyone on our Facebook page when we do a Twitch broadcast or a Steam sale or something, so everybody knows.
Well, we're going to talk about doing some early afternoon or some Saturday afternoon, so that the East Coasters who have to be at in bed at a decent hour, because like I said, it's 11:30 here. So, but like I said, we get a lot of people watching them after the fact. We embed them in the newsletter every week, and that's been great. So
it's awesome, man. Like people in the chat who talked about following us for 10 years, and if you look at what we have now on Steam, for the love of God, compared to where we were at 10 years ago and everything we've been through, it's really hard sometimes to believe we've actually got a game of this caliber this far, and it's doing it's playing this well so
Well,
far. Like,
it helps
I'm
when you have
excited.
like a kick-ass artist animator and then like a kick-ass programmer. You know, shit that helps. It helps
Yeah,
when you
and
got those
everybody
things.
speaks the language. Everybody can talk No Mercy, can talk Fire Pro, and everybody knows how a good wrestling game is supposed to feel and play. You don't have to explain it to anyone, you know. So it's this team. The difference in all the different versions of Pro Wrestling X there have been over the years is not so much the technology or the time or anything. It's the team behind it, man. What you're seeing on the screen is a reflection of the 4 guys working on it right now. It wouldn't be the same game if you swatted out one of the dudes. You know?
That's for sure.
Probably would have.
It's a band,
You guys
man.
probably would have been on like version 3.0 now if you could swap me out. I'm like the Paul Roma. Paul Roma of the Horsemen. Oh, I can't wait to get to those years in the World Championship Wrestling. Right now, they haven't. They're not even using the term 4 Horsemen yet. In 1985.
Really?
Yeah, I think that actually came. They had a deal where they all broke Dusty's leg to set up the main event for Starrcade '85, and I think Arn Anderson like kind of threw out 4 Horsemen as like a term. But they're not like the official group yet with J.J. Dillon, so I'm looking forward to all that stuff. Sorry,
Oh,
it's
that's
a little
cool, man.
I'm an NWA mark, and then for people who are subscribed to the network, they've got just today they put up Smoky Mountain and Mid-South Wrestling Archives, which is
What company was it? Was it Lawler? Was it Memphis that did their show in a small little TV studio with one set of bleachers opposite the camera side?
well, no, that's old. Well, there's a few of them that did that, but that is what I'm watching right now on the old NWA. That's the Super
I want
Station.
that venue. I want that venue more than I want freaking Tokyo Dome Stadium.
I
want
agree completely. I'm
crappy
having
old
fun
80s.
watching this because not only
Yeah.
because you have like cameramen that we could interact with.
I know, right?
And like they have these giant 1980s cameras that now they're like half the size, but they're like these giant cameras, and then the people they let in, they must have 40 people in this as their crowd, and you can hear every single one of them. Every little chant, every little conversation. They've got them mic'd up so hot that you can hear everything. And then you got Tony
Well, I
and
realized-
Crockett just sitting there in
I
the
don't
studio.
know if they've been. Yeah, I don't know if you if they bleep it out in the old 70s, 80s stuff that you're probably watching, but I realize now why they haven't put Stampede Wrestling on the network. I was watching some of the old stuff from the 70s, 80s, and only is the crowd horribly redneck racist with their chants. They'll chant "Go Home Edward" to like Bad News Allen. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, but they play it right up. Like
Well,
Bad News
that's
Allen
heel
eats
heat,
it up
man.
for you.
I mean, they used to do the gay gimmick like Adrian Adonis and all that stuff, trying to get the faggot chants going.
Exactly, and they had in Stampede they had a manager, J.R. Foley, who actually grew a Hitler mustache and dressed like him and did the salute and everything.
Oh
You know,
God, for real?
and for real. You know, at least he was a bad guy.
It's well, they had they've got the Russians going with Nikita Koloff and Ivan Koloff, right? And they had who is Barry Darsow, the guy who eventually became like the Demolition Smash, I believe, maybe Axe, and then like who was the burglar guy?
That's Dorso, isn't it?
Yeah, that guy. He is a very young Russian, quote unquote. I mean, and they let him like the first time he came out, he cut a promo, and he sounded like he was from like Southern Ohio, and I was like, oh God! And he was talking about he was ragging on the Road Warriors, and he was saying that God, this is the promo was because the Road Warriors were wrestling over in Japan. That you're fighting all these little 5'10" Japs, and I was like, oh God, like you just like hear it immediately and you just like cringe. That's why they run that disclaimer before that's like this program contains language that does not endorsed by the WWE. But it cracked me up because he like how Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff both like the big Russian with the growling all that stuff, and then Barry Darsow comes up and is like, yeah, y'all are gonna go beat up them Road Warriors. Like, oh God, dude, promo 101 get the character. But
It's great
Good
stuff to
times.
watch, man.
all right, guys, let's wrap this up. Thanks everybody
Yeah.
for hanging out, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you next week. Cheers.
Betcha.